Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. Happy Monday. This is March 22nd, 2021. How's everybody's Monday doing or going? I hope everybody's doing well, in good spirits, good health, filled with energy to start the week off. And I hope, again, you guys had a wonderful weekend. And we're back. We're back for a new video, a new show on the channel. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And to my subscribers in general, I just hope that you guys are well and you guys are, in good spirits and good health as well. So anyway, guys, as I mentioned on last week's video, if you guys did listen to the video, I talked to you guys about coming back, talking to you guys about the Freedom of Information Act. And today on this video, we are going to discuss that, and we're going to discuss it in a way by asking the question, are governments responsible for hiding information, such as FOIA, Freedom of Information Act? We'll go ahead and take a look. And this might not necessarily be a crypto video, but it will at the end. So stick around to the end as we get to the point of emphasis in regards to trying to see if the government has their hand in any of what's going on, if not all. And we're going to talk about the Governor Whitmer here in Michigan. We're going to talk about Governor Cuomo in New York. And then we're also going to talk about Nancy Pelosi. And then we're going to wrap it up by talking about Ripple and how this may apply to the government's hand being involved in every aspect of everything, and we'll get to that point. And then we're also going to be talking about something that Judy Shelton was talking about via tweet, where the Fed begins to pay the U.S. Treasury. And you guys know how I feel about that regarding to the Treasury and what their role may be here in the future. And we're going to also end it with talking about the hearing, which was last weekend or last Friday, which the judge dropped a bombshell, or there was a bombshell that was dropped in the hearing, which is beneficial for not only XRP holders, hopefully Ripple too, but we'll get into that. Anyway, over the weekend, we've seen a little action here in the market from this cryptocurrency or that. But right now, Bitcoin is dominating at 59.7%. Ethereum is down to 11.6%. And as we can see, we got Bitcoin here at $56,177.188. As we can see it, as we are framing it live of recording it. Ethereum is at 1754. Binance Coin 265.50. And you got Cardano at $1.16. And Polkadot at $36.63. And our beloved XRP, if you guys are XRP enthusiasts or part of the XRP community, we are up 12.7%, almost 12.8% over the last 24 hours. So it's looking good, looking positive, and it looks like it's pretty much the leader to start out the week. You got Uniswap at $35 even. Litecoin rounding out number 9 at $194.30, and then you got Chainlink taking a little breather at $28.73. And right on the heels of Chainlink, we got Theta. Okay, if you are a Theta holder, again, it's up $10.30, up almost 11% over the last 24 hours. And again, I always have to give credit where credit is due. Crypto Mike, thank you for putting me on Theta. I just know that if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even take a look at Theta. And then, so you always got to pick and choose who you listen to, where you get financial advice from. But again, I do take financial advice from Crypto Mike. Stellar dropped all the way down to number 14. And as you can see, there's some green, there's some red. It's, a mixed bag of whatever you want to call it. But, at the same time, there's opportunity in the market, whether you're brand new to cryptocurrency, whether you are just getting out started with cryptocurrency or digital assets. Here on this channel, I always say, do your own research. You can listen to others, which is cool. I mean, kind of pick and choose the information that you want to apply to your particular threshold as far as, what your tolerance is, as far as getting into the market, staying in the market, and taking profit, when to take profit. It's all about educating yourself and taking the time to do so on your own terms. So anyway, guys, again, you got a big mixed bag. You got Theta Fuel at 40 cents. I do hold that as well. You look at the market, again, pick and choose when to get in the market, but, take your time. Okay. Don't go chasing gains. That's how you get wrecked. Things like that. So anyway, we'll go ahead and leave the coin market cap at that and get into this article. This is coming from Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press, and this is freedom of information. Excuse me. Governments continue to come up with new ways to prevent access to records. This is where I'm going to go with this. I don't have anything to talk about when it comes to politicians. People see what they see, and people disagree with what they disagree with. They agree with what they do as well. Hey, these guys are going to have to face, some sort of, punishment or some sort of feedback. But what I wanted to get out of this is we're talking about the Freedom of Information Act and how it is a thing that is popping up as far as, you start seeing narratives, you start seeing different things, and when you try to apply them to, everything, maybe they might not connect with one another, but maybe they do, because when you have, government involved and you have them dictating or controlling information, when it comes to information warfare, things like that, you want to, kind of hide it from the public so that they don't have the full slate of information. And then, that's how, propaganda starts, hearsay starts, rumors start, things like that, because people don't have the full picture. So I try to, not put the cart before the horse and just try to let everything play itself out. But anyway, for example, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo uses BlackBerry messages to communicate with his inner circle so as to not create any permanent record of the exchanges, according to news reports. At the federal level, it was revealed that the former head of Environmental Protection Agency uses a secondary email account to communicate with staffers, raising questions about whether the account is subject to FOIA. All right, and when officials bend over backwards and turn themselves into pretzels to try to avoid the public records law, it's as if they're saying that it's none of your business. All right, FOIA dispute over EPA email messages. So guys, the reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'll make it quick and I'll move on to the next one, is that they want to hide information from the public. All right, I'll let you read the rest of the article if you're interested in it. This is not what this video is about. I'm not here to bash any politician. You guys know where I stand. I'm American patriot. That's just the bottom line. And you know what? If people commit crimes and they do wrong, then they have to be held accountable. What I also want to be let known is when it comes to the Freedom of Information Act, those things should be readily available for public consumption. So we go over here to the Detroit News, and opinion, Michigan's transparency law is subverted by stalling and with loopholes. This was written January 20th, 2021. And among tragedies of the 2021 was the death of Mark Scheffler, an attorney who campaigned against government secrecy and was the key author of the Freedom of Information Act. A federal FOIA law went into effect in 1966. States across the nation, including Michigan, follow suit by adopting their own FOIA laws. But the Great Lakes state still makes it nearly impossible to access some public information. This was particularly true in 2020, where government transparency became a casualty of pandemic policies. Now, I won't go into all of that because I don't want to get banned and anything like that talking about this stupid thing. But our organization sends dozens of FOIA requests to hundreds of public entities every year. We use the data provided in these requests to maintain a government salary database, track pensions and healthcare debt, collect a superintendent contract database, and assess law enforcement's use of civil assets, forfeiture, just to name a few. We make all this information for the public for free. Unlawful delays in responding to these requests compromise our ability to use this data to help citizens stay up to date on the latest information about their state and local government. Now, guys, when it comes to government is corrupt. We know that. All right, we're not going to beat the drum on that. If you guys are able to see the corruption firsthand or experience it firsthand by certain things that you see that's not right, then you know something. If something is not right, then you know it's just not right. So with this FOIA, the FOIA, it is a big deal. It is a game changer in the way we get information, receive information, understand information. And if it's slighted and you don't have full transparency, we're not going to get the information that we deserve. So anyway, I want to go over this. See here. Okay. I just want to go over it real quickly. This has nothing to do with politics, but it does in a sense that we're connecting dots. We sued in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia after the Defense Department failed to respond to a January 11th, 2021 Freedom of Information request for any all records regarding, concerning, or related to the telephone call between House Pelosi, Mark Milley, on or about January 8th, 2021. The request includes, but is not limited to, any and all transcripts, recordings, and or summaries of the call, as well as any other records produced in preparation for, during, and or pursuant to the call, and any and all records of communication between General Milley and House Speaker Pelosi between November 1st, 2020, and the present. I want you guys to understand I'm not making any conspiracy theories, or I'm not pointing out the obvious, but what I want you guys to understand is this FOIA thing is the game changer to getting the information and breaking these deep state politicians who are corrupted individuals. And I'll say it, and I'll say it loudly and clearly. They're politicians that do wrong and do not do anything good for the people or humanity. And that's just me, okay? But when I see this FOIA thing floating around, and then, as I'm here in cryptocurrency and digital assets, I go and look at this, and if we have been following along with the lawsuit, response on February 15th, FOIA request from Ripple could be a pivotal point, lawyer says. And this was back on February 4th, 2021, from the Crypto News Flash. Ripple Labs could receive a response from the SEC by February 15th on its Freedom of Information Act, why Ether was classified as a non-security. The chances of FOIA requests being approved are good and could become crucial to Ripple's defense strategy against the SEC. Now, let me just be very clear. They denied that request, and they have tried to stall them from this information and the possible reasons behind Ripple's FOIA request. As Hines confirmed, the SEC has 20 days to respond to the FOIA, so a response should appear around February 14th or the 15th, and the attorney's experience, Ripple has a good chance of receiving a response since the SEC has not yet released a response. In my experience with if Ripple is going to be denied, they probably would have already been told the grounds of denials. They usually get back pretty quickly on that. Okay. The SEC also has the ability to extend the deadline for additional 30 days, although this is usually done when the need to release the information. Hines, with regard to the SEC versus Ripple litigation, filed a FOIA request himself to get all the information, but was denied within 3 days. In terms of why Ripple Labs lawyers decided to make the FOIA request, Hines made two assumptions. First part is that I do think that we are going the public route for a reason, because they would be able to ask for this information in a private sealed discovery way where they couldn't share it. But second, I really think it is going to trial. They are seeking information so that they can really compare, side by side XRP to Ether. They can say, look, how come that this crypto is good and this crypto is bad? I don't get it. That's the biggest reason they want this information. All right, we don't know if they'll do an about face under Gary Gensler, and I've expressed my ideas about him. Again, another corrupt individual. All you got to do is just do some research, go down the rabbit hole, find out about these people, and you'll know that they got backhanded deals, okay, and they got deals to get back in office. Sometimes they'll say what they want, to get you to believe in them. And then when they get to a place where, either they've been, elected or confirmed or whatever, they do totally opposite. So this is why I wanted to pull this up and kind of let you guys know that this FOIA thing is a big thorn in their side. And as we can see, if they're trying to cover it up from Cuomo, Whitmer, Pelosi, you can kind of figure out the rest, in regards to this corrupt system that we are under. But let me just say this, as you guys are listening, you can't believe in Nasara or Gesara, only portions of it. You can't believe in portions of it or pieces of it. You either believe the full detail of what Nasara really is, or you don't. It's 100% or nothing, because this is what Nasara is rooting out government who have been corrupt, who have had no purpose to serve humanity. We are being, robbed blindly. You see the stimulus package where the money is going, only 9% comes to the people. So I just want to throw that out there, guys, to kind of get your mind on the corruption when it comes to these systems. And another thing that I would like to say is temper your expectations of time. Okay, sometimes time isn't when we want it to be. Sometimes it has to play out a little bit longer. But what that does, or what it should do for you, is help you grow with patience, help you persevere, and you can learn a little tenacity along the way when it comes to investing, especially when it comes to XRP. Understand, XRP is at the center of it all, okay? When it comes to a new system, when it comes to getting rid of the corruption and things like that, it's at the centerpiece, because XRP is such a dynamic asset that it ruins their system. It ruins their money monopoly. It ruins their printers, everything. So at the end of the day, be calm, relax, be patient, try to figure out some other things and see what happens. But in the meantime, keep your eyes on these things as the information slowly gets leaked out and released. We'll get it eventually. As you know, the wheels of justice is a slow moving object. It doesn't go as fast as you want it to, even though we already kind of have, our ideas about, certain things or certain people. But we just got to let time take its course. Anyway, guys, we're going to go over here to this article. This is from CNYHomepage.com, powered by Eyewitness News. Fed pays U.S. Treasury $86.9 billion, the largest sum in 4 years. Okay. Judy Shelton tweeted this out, and this is where I come to this article, so I want to make sure she gets a little credit. And we all know who Judy Shelton is. And this is coming from Washington. The Federal Reserve reported Monday that it earned $88.6 billion in 2020 and paid back to the federal government $86.9 billion, the largest Fed payment to the government in 4 years. The Fed said that its earnings were up to $33 billion last year, a gain that reflected falling interest rates, which meant the central bank paid commercial banks less in interest payments on bank reserves that the Fed requires them to keep. The $86.9 billion in payments to the U.S. Treasury was a 58.3% increase from the Fed's payments of 54.9% billion in 2019. It was the largest amount since the Fed paid the Treasury $91.5 billion in 2016. So, guys, as we continue to talk about the parallel economy, we talk about the Treasury or the Federal or the SEC being moved into the Treasury or the Federal Reserve, excuse me. I stand on my position that the Treasury will take control over the remaining escrow of XRP. That's just my opinion. It's only my speculation. I'm not saying other people don't have the same speculation or idea, but I've always thought this, and I feel this, especially that what XRP will be used for. I think it is a tool that will demolish their systems and give the freedom back to the people and let people live. This is why we're starting to see, the Treasury getting built up. And this is why we also see that the Federal Reserve, if you look at their balance sheet is pretty heavy. So at some point in time, they're going to have to offload that balance sheet. And then we'll see the market take a turn for the worst. But anyway, when that happens, that's when you know that things are ready for the new system on the XRPL and other blockchain technologies that has been implemented all over the place. And lastly, guys, I wanted to go over the hearing in the SEC case positive for Ripple. XRP, says the lawyer. This is coming from NASDAQ, and I'll go over this real quickly. A lawyer has described a bombshell comments made by the magistrate judge in the ongoing lawsuit between the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission and blockchain payments tech provider Ripple. In a YouTube video published Saturday, attorney Jeremy Hogan, who is not involved in the case, said Judge Sarah Netburn in the Southern District Court in New York interrupted discussion to apparently suggest the XRP cryptocurrency is more like a currency than a security. She states, "My understanding about XRP is that not only does it have a currency value, but it has utility, and that utility distinguishes it from Bitcoin and Ether," the judge said, according to Hogan. This matter is at the heart of the SEC case against Ripple because the regulator claims XRP has been sold by the company and its executives without either being registered as a security or the firm seeking an exemption. No matter what the SEC may have tried to argue, a currency and a security are, by definition, an opposite. These are two different things, Hogan said. He added the judge offering the view of XRP has utility is exactly what Ripple wants the court to be thinking. Netburn's comments came during a virtual hearing observed by Hogan over the SEC's attempt to obtain personal financial information from Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chairman Chris Larsen, which we've gone over last week in detail regarding the SEC, playing political games, trying to intimidate and bully. So anyway, guys, I don't know if you've been on Twitter or whatnot. It's been a campaign to set out to relist XRP as the hashtag, I believe. And, hopefully we'll see something happen with XRP here in the near future, whether it be relisted or whatnot. But as we can see, the positive news has reflected in price appreciation up to 60 cents. So guys, hang in there, hang tight. We'll be just right. When it comes on the other side of this, the light is shining brighter than ever. And again, I think that we're closer than ever. And, my timeline is March, April. We're still here in March, but April is right around the corner. And I don't know if we'll go too much further than that, based on just my hunch, just my suspicion. But if I'm wrong, I'll gladly admit that. This is not hype. This is not hopium or anything like that. This is just me being honest as far as the eye can see, what I see playing out as far as politics, health, finance, education, everything. It has to be changed, and it has to change for the betterment of humanity, where there's no more indoctrination, there's no more Operation Mockingbird media. There's none of that that's involved in our country here in the United States, or even across the globe, because these guys are intertwined with one another. Whether you be in Canada, whether you be in China, Africa, or whatnot, this corruption reeks. It just reeks at its core, and it has to be rooted out. And for XRP to be the token or asset that we want it to be, we want it to be pure. Okay, we want it to be organic, and I think this is what we have to put our sights on, or put our hopes on, when it comes to transparency, trust, reliability, and things like that when it comes to the asset. And as you know, Ripple and Brad and Chris and them, they've been really transparent and trying to get clarity. And this is a big step forward, not only for Ripple or XRP investors or enthusiasts, but it's also a big movement for the crypto space at large, because everybody wants, hopefully, Ripple team to be successful, just like any other team. Whether you have a different like towards a different asset because it has a different feel for you, or it has a different use case or whatnot, or has a different utility or whatever. Just do your own research, get into the market, understand what's going on, try to do your best, not to put the cart before the horse. I like to say that because a lot of times we kind of say things that we might not should say or whatnot, and I'm guilty of it as well. So I take no pass at anyone. I take a pass at myself more so than anything, because I want to learn and I want to grow, and teach and share with you positive information that allows you as an investor to critically think about certain circumstances and situations. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll leave all of the articles that I covered today in the description box. Again, if you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, hit the hit the notification bell, as well as the subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Monday, and we'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, and we'll create another video. Have a good day. God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.